Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Earthrise Fasttrack. And Fasttrack is the only weaponizer we're getting in the Earthrise line. I've had him for a little while, but as I've been working through my backlog, I decided it's finally time to take a look at him right before we take a look at Scorponok. And I really like Fasttrack. It was a reminder to me of how cool the weaponizers are compared to the modulators. I just didn't connect with the airlock play system and the modulators, but the weaponizers are just great. And he does turn into this very cute little tank. I mean, it's in alt mode, it's pretty small for a deluxe, I feel, but he does turn into a really cool robot. He's got these nice neon orange tires. As you can see, he can roll really well. In terms of articulation, he's got his head hidden. You can swivel it a little bit, but it doesn't really do much. He can take his guns, his cannon pieces, and those can go up and down, so he can zap all sorts of stuff. You know, he kind of reminds me of the Terminator 3 T1s, like those prototype Terminators that were being developed before Skynet took over. But yeah, I think he's just a great little figure. We can go ahead and get him transformed, and because he's a weaponizer, he is going to come apart. We're going to take off essentially this back half here. We can bring these arms down. We can pull out this neck, this knife on the back of his neck and turn his head around. And that can kind of just sit like so. We'll set that aside. Then we can take this piece. It's got two sections, essentially. The bottom wheels turn into his legs, and this piece forms a backpack. Now that we have the backpack off, we can come in and flip around, disconnecting these feet from his pelvis, essentially. And then we just pull out his legs like so. Flip these L pieces around. And then we've got a peg and tabs here, which will go into a port and tabs here. This peg up top will fit into this slot right here. That connects like so. And we just take this backpack piece, flip it around so the orange bits are pointing up, and this peg goes into this hole right here. And there's Fasttrack. As you can see, he looks very much like G1 Fasttrack. I think he's a really cool looking robot. I really like, if we get in on that head sculpt, I really like that head sculpt. I love the crown and the visor look for Decepticons. The big red beam visor just looks awesome. I think that he's just looks menacing and a real, ass-kicking deluxe. He does come with some accessories. So as we saw, we have this little knife/spear tip. They came already attached to him, but he does have these blaster pieces. They can fit into 5mm slots on his hands, but if you want to stick them somewhere else, you can. And then he's got free hands, and he can hold his knife. In terms of articulation, this head can swivel. It doesn't really look up and down, which is slightly disappointing. It's a little lower than what I'm used to on a War for Cybertron mold. He can go 360 and up and down on the elbows about so far, on the shoulders about so far. He does have a bicep swivel right here, and then the bicep can go 90 degrees forward. He does have wrist swivel, so if you do have that sword, the little dagger thing, he can hold it, however you want. He does have waist swivel due to transformation. He's got great hip articulation. He can go forward and back, kind of as far as you want him to, as well as doing the full Van Damme, no problem. And then because of his transformation, he's got really deep knee bends, which is super nice. And then he's got the standard, War for Cybertron ankle tilt. So yeah, you can get him, in a weird ninja stance, combat ready, however you want. He's got, per the normal War for Cybertron thing, he's got ports all over him for you to stick his different bits. If you don't want him to hold a gun, you don't have to. You can stick him up on his shoulders. You can put it back in his hand. Whatever you want to do with him. And again, because he's a weaponizer, you can take him apart and build him in all sorts of different pieces. I like him as a character, and I want to keep him as Scorponok's buddy, so I'm not super concerned about the different ways you can build him up. I do want to show off his spear mode, which we can do. We can take off this knife, put on this gun, and we'll start by kind of disassembling him, take him down to arms, take the backpack off, take the... separate out his hips from this piece here. And then we start out with the legs. We are going to turn them towards each other so that we can see the wheels together, like so. Then we can come in with this piece here. It's just going to slide on top, repeg like so. You don't actually have to remove it if you don't want to. We can take each of these arms, and they just hold on to one another, like so. Peg the guns into the top shoulder ports, and then that top shoulder port goes into this piece, and then we can take the backpack and it'll actually transform, which is kind of neat. It folds out like so, comes in up top. You've got 2 pegs here and 2 holes there. Jam that in place, take our spear tip, put that in place, and it actually has, in addition to this peg, it's got these 2 tabs that'll slide in like so. And here is our spear tip. This, I don't think, goes anywhere on the spear tip. You can just stuff it somewhere. And I'll say I'm not the most impressed. I mean, it's a weaponizer, so it probably needs to turn into a weapon. And it's neat that it integrates into Scorponok's design, but like, I wish that the base piece collapsed in so that these joints didn't bend, because that's really unfortunate. You can, you know, if you hold it the right way, it'll kind of hold itself out, but it's still not the most secure thing in the world. And with that being said, let's go ahead and bring Scorponok in for a super cool look. All right, here is Scorponok, and as you can see from his effect pieces, I finally, I think I've gotten with Jetfire and Skylynx and Scorponok, I've gotten enough of the orange blast effect pieces that I feel like this is what I want him here. Let's pan the camera up just a little bit. Like, I like that I can have his guns shooting off, his shield has ricochets, and there's ricochets off his legs and stuff. That's just, I am enjoying that. But for this spear, he can hold it, and essentially you just close his claw hand around this thing, and that's it. It's actually too small, in my opinion. It's not really a spear. It's more like a scepter. And yeah, Scorponok can hold this thing if you really want him to. But to me, I like the drone mode and the robot mode the best. The little tank mode and the robot mode. I think Scorponok just needs a buddy. And I like that, you know, we've got the Headmaster, and then we've got Fast Tracks, and I think I'm happy with keeping all the parts and just keeping him as a character. They did do a repaint, which I'll talk about next week, and there will be a giveaway associated with that. But as is, I'm pretty happy with him, just, you know, being a character. And that'll be it for this quick look. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and I'll catch you all later. See ya. All right, here is the winner of the giveaway for the Transformers Prime 10th edition, 10th anniversary edition Hades Megatron. Again, here are all the comments on the video. We had people comment this time that didn't necessarily want to be in the giveaway. So I believe I have 16 entries into the giveaway, as listed right here. Decepticon Starscream 2021, Tatamus Prime, Shadowruto, Transformers Collections in Stop Motion, Marcos Boldness, Lilith Morning, Trigger, Luis, Sean Hamilton, Nathaniel Prime, Chubb Fondue, TF Fan Page 101, Doot Doot, Trembling Potato, and Capnessa 1228. So ran between 1 and, we had 15. 1 and 15. 11. 11 is Chubb Fondue. All right. So Chubb Fondue, you won Transformers 10th anniversary Megatron. Congratulations. And as you guys probably saw for this video, there is no new giveaway this week, but keep an eye out for next week where there will be. All right. Thanks everyone. Have a great week, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.